So we're back with some breaking news, guys. Is this the end for iPhone 16? iPhone 17 rumors you can't ignore? Apple has been doing some mind-boggling things in the recent years when it comes to their iPhone software. iOS 14 on iPhone 12 mini, 12 Pro Max, all the way to the latest being iOS 16 on iPhone 13 series and now iPhone 14 series. It's a fantastic move because it gives the older iPhones a new life. But it does sound pretty terrible for the upcoming iPhone 16 lineup, as according to one rumor that is coming straight from Ming-Chi Kuo, who has been a reliable source of leaks, Apple could drop support for the iPhone 14 series with the next major software update, which means the end of iOS 17, so that would be really, really sad. But what's even more surprising is that he says that this decision has already been made by Apple. The iPhone 14 series will not get iOS 17, which means they'll only get 2 major software updates, which is kind of insane because in the past we've seen 3 major software updates for 3 generations of iPhones. Now if you think about it, the iPhone 16 series will also not get iOS 18, which means they'll get only 2 major software updates. Even though these phones are going to last at least 5 to 6 years, which is something that Ming-Chi Kuo confirms in his report as well. So why is Apple doing this? Well, apparently it has to do with the chip. Apparently the A16 chip that's present on the iPhone 14 lineup is just too similar to the A15 chip in terms of architecture, which was present on the iPhone 13 series. And apparently Apple wants to discourage people from using an iPhone 14 series if they want to run the latest iOS version. So that is kind of sad, but let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Now next year, when Apple launches the iPhone 15 series, they will likely adopt a new chip with a completely new architecture, which is probably going to be based on 3nm architecture. And that's where we're going to see a brand new chip design. And that is when Apple can actually implement new features that will be exclusive to the latest chip, meaning you won't be able to run those features or those iOS versions on the previous chips. So that is probably why we're going to see this change starting with the iPhone 16 series. Again, it's too early for the iPhone 16 rumors, but it seems like Apple has big plans for the future iPhones. Also in the news, according to another rumor, we're not going to see any design changes with the iPhone 16 series. There will be no dynamic island, no changes to the notch whatsoever. We're going to see the same design for the 6th generation in a row. So iPhone 16 Pro series might look exactly like the iPhone 14 Pro series. And in my opinion, that is not a bad thing, because we did get a huge design change in 2021 with the iPhone 12 lineup, and then again in 2022 with the iPhone 14 lineup. So yeah, if this turns out to be true, I wouldn't be surprised at all, because usually Apple goes for 3 years of the same design, and then we get a huge design change. Again, we're still very far away from the iPhone 16 lineup, so a lot of this can still change. Also in the news, the iPhone 15 series is going to be the most expensive iPhone lineup ever, according to Ming-Chi Kuo. The average selling price for the iPhone 15 series could go up to $940, which is a huge jump compared to the $800 average selling price for the iPhone 14 lineup. The reason for this is obviously the iPhone 15 Ultra. If you take a look at the current lineup, the most expensive one is the iPhone 14 Pro Max, which costs $1,200. But next year, we're going to see the iPhone 15 Ultra with even more expensive starting price. And that is what's going to bump up the average selling price. So that's all the latest news. Let me know what you think about this whole iPhone 16 rumor in the comments section below. Are you guys sad about this? Because I am. I feel like Apple is just trying to force people to buy a new iPhone every year, especially when they see them not getting the latest iOS version. But let me know what you think in the comments below. With that being said, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.